For decades, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, known as CERN, has stood as a titan of scientific advancement. From unlocking the secrets of the universe to confirming the elusive Higgs boson, CERN has often been hailed as a symbol of human progress. But beneath the surface of this prestigious institution lies a tangled web of cryptic symbols, unexplained events, and eerily timed anomalies. This investigation takes a hard look at the overlooked details, unsettling implications, and deeper currents swirling beneath CERN's official narrative. Is this truly just science, or are we witnessing something more dangerous? Towering on the grounds of CERN is a striking 2-meter bronze statue of Shiva Nataraja, the Hindu god of destruction and transformation, gifted by the Indian government in 2004. The statue was presented as a symbol of the cosmic dance of particles. Yet, this cosmic dance is not mere artistry. In Hindu mythology, Shiva's dance brings forth cycles of destruction and renewal. The symbolism becomes more chilling when compared with CERN's own mission, smashing subatomic particles together at near light speed, essentially breaking down the building blocks of reality. Some researchers argue that this act mirrors the concept of prolya in Hindu cosmology, the periodic destruction and rebirth of the universe. Could CERN be conducting its own version of this ancient event on a micro scale? There are whispers among alternative theorists that CERN's experiments might be aimed not just at observation, but at transformation. One story that continues to circulate in online forums claims that a physicist at CERN once admitted, "We're not just observing creation, we're playing with destruction." While this quote has not been verified, its message resonates with the deeper fear that CERN may be dabbling in forces it does not fully understand. Another point of recurring suspicion surrounds CERN's official logo. Some claim resembles 3 stylized sixes forming 666, the infamous number of the beast from the Book of Revelation. Critics call this pareidolia, a case of people seeing patterns where none exist. But when considered alongside other oddities, this interpretation feels less like coincidence and more like a deliberate message encoded in plain sight. Numerology further complicates the picture. The Large Hadron Collider was first switched on September 10, 2008. Add up those digits, 9 plus 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8, and you get 20, which reduces further to 2 in occult traditions. The number 2 represents duality, creation and destruction, light and darkness. When the collider reached its maximum power in 2015, that year summed to 8, a number symbolizing infinity or endless loops. Are these just number games, or was the timing of CERN's milestones planned according to esoteric cycles? An email allegedly leaked by an anonymous CERN technician read, "The alignment is intentional. The energies resonate at critical thresholds, still unverifiable." This leak echoes the concern that CERN's scheduling and experimental design may be guided not solely by physics, but by ritualistic or symbolic considerations. Among the more sobering theories is the strange late hypothesis, the idea that CERN might accidentally create a form of exotic matter that could convert normal matter into strange matter, theoretically triggering a planet-wide reaction. CERN maintains that the probability of such an event is extremely low, yet its own safety reports acknowledge that the possibility cannot be entirely dismissed. In 2008, physicists Walter Wagner and Luis Sancho even filed a lawsuit in a U.S. federal court to halt CERN's operations. They argued that the organization had failed to adequately account for the existential dangers of its experiments. The case was dismissed, but not before it raised alarms within the international scientific community. Then, in 2016, a mysterious 3.4 magnitude seismic event occurred near Geneva, a region not known for tectonic instability. The tremor coincided with a high-energy run of the LHC. Though no official explanation was provided, conspiracy researchers pounced. Could this have been the unintended side effect of of a failed experiment or a brief rupture in the fabric of space-time. The Mandela effect refers to widespread, misremembered facts, such as the belief that Nelson Mandela died in the 1980s, or that the children's book series was originally spelled Berenstein instead of Berenstein. Mainstream psychologists attribute these discrepancies to memory errors. But an alternate theory proposes something more radical, that high-energy experiments at CERN are causing subtle tears or shifts in space-time, creating quantum fluctuations that rewrite history. Physicist Yakia Aharonov and others have published studies suggesting that quantum particles may exhibit retro-causality where a particle's behavior is influenced by future events. If this is true, then CERN's manipulation of fundamental forces could have cascading effects that reverberate backward in time. The discovery of the Higgs boson in 2012 coincided with a noticeable uptick in Mandela effect reports online. Are these false memories or the echoes of altered timelines? In an unexpected twist, the Vatican has shown keen interest in CERN's operations. The Pontifical Academy of Sciences has hosted several conferences at CERN's headquarters. Pope Francis even visited in 2015, the same year the LHC reached peak energy. Ostensibly, the Vatican seeks dialogue between science and faith. But others are not so sure. Why would an institution that once persecuted Galileo now align itself with cutting-edge physics? Some believe that the Vatican is closely monitoring developments that may touch upon theological concerns, especially the potential to recreate Big Bang conditions, which borders on the act of divine creation. An alleged quote from a Vatican astronomer: "We are not just studying matter, we are witnessing the divine machinery," suggests that the Church might see these experiments as having spiritual or even eschatological significance. In 2004, CERN initiated the AWAKE project, aimed at accelerating particles via plasma waves. Yet, whistleblowers within the organization claimed the project had a secret name, Angel. Leaked diagrams from anonymous sources showed a toroidal device labeled Dimensional Resonance Chamber. Though CERN has publicly denied these documents, the rumors persist, according to those who claim insider knowledge. The goal was not merely plasma acceleration, but the manipulation of space-time itself. Some suspect this was an attempt to open an interdimensional gateway, possibly to contact non-human intelligences or entities. Eyewitnesses have reported seeing unusual aura-like lights and hearing strange humming sounds near the facility during the tests. Are these signs of a new frontier in science or unintentional consequences of tampering with forces we barely comprehend? Stepping back, it's important to consider CERN not as an isolated institution, but as part of a broader network of global influence. It receives funding and collaboration from over 20 countries. Some researchers believe it may play a role in testing infrastructure for global control systems like quantum communication networks, advanced surveillance technologies, and artificial intelligence-assisted prediction models. There are even speculative claims that CERN's research may tie into black-budget military projects and deep-state agendas. Could the ultimate goal be to develop a quantum-based control system, one that influences not just technology, but thought and perception itself? The secrecy, funding patterns, and overlap with major intelligence-linked corporations raise more questions than answers. CERN insists that its work is guided purely by scientific inquiry. But when taken together, the occult symbols, unexplained anomalies, spiritual involvement, timeline disruptions, and rumors of interdimensional experimentation, more chilling possibility begins to emerge. The most enduring conspiracies are not spun from fantasy, but from facts that remain unresolved. What if CERN is not just probing the building blocks of the universe, but actively reshaping it? Until full transparency is achieved, we may never truly understand what is being unleashed beneath the ground in Geneva. But one thing is certain, in the quest for knowledge, humanity may be unlocking doors that were never meant to be opened.